So tell me your name.
Uncle Undated, sir.
Tell me why you're here.
I don't know. I've been feeling kind of off lately.
Off? In what way?
Like something's been watching me. Something's out to get me.
I see. What have you been doing?
I don't know. Die, you zombie fucks! Nothing out of the ordinary.
Right.
Alright, Zach, it's almost safe to go back in. You just have to wait a little bit for the smell to clear.
Alright, man, cool. Before I forget, don't eat my fucking sandwich, okay? Did last time.
Don't worry, Zach. I've been pretty good lately. Alright, chocolate milk, protein nut milk, oh shit, Sunny D! Boy, this Sunny D looks really appetizing, but I'm gonna need to eat something with it. Ah, yes. Campbell's Minestrone Soup. Delicious. Campbell's Condensed Soup. Minestrone Soup. Now, I think you can microwave this, but if that's the case, then how long should we put it in there for?
Let's find out. Here in the Jory Karen Laboratory, safety is our #1 concern. That's why we hide behind this giant...
Uncle Invaded.
That's right. Is it a good idea to microwave this? For those of you that aren't aware of this show, Is It a Good Idea to Microwave This was a show that aired from 2007 to 2011. The show was founded by Jory Karen and Jonathan Paula. I will be referring to these two a lot, so remember their names, and most importantly, remember their faces. Karen and Paula both pursued a passion of putting things into a microwave in order to see the results of their destruction. These would be divided by experiments, and usually leads to a result of the answer to the question that lies before us. This show accumulated over 100 million views and a major following on YouTube. Over the course of the 10-year run, you will see these two individuals grow with their channel as they accomplish YouTube fame, microwaving explosives, expensive gaming devices, toys, various light bulbs, other microwaves. They also changed locations over 4 times, had various sidekicks, joke episodes, the deaths of many microwaves, and near-death experiences. The beginning of the experiment went in detail on the safety features because safety
is our #1 concern. That's why we wear masks, and we hide behind a tinfoil shield.
At the end of every experiment, they would reach a verdict. Good idea, good idea, good idea, or bad idea. I mean, it's kind of straightforward that all of these equal bad idea, but I think it's pretty fun that they actually figure out some good ideas using their own fun of their imagination. Over the past few months, I have spent countless amounts of hours watching every one of their experiments and going really in depth into studying their channels and who they are as people. I grew up watching this channel as a kid, and there was a few things that I noticed that I didn't like, and I'm glad that I'll be able to revisit this for you. I've also took the liberty to write down my thoughts to kind of show off the progress I have made studying this channel. So let's jump in. This is my deep analysis of, is it a good idea to microwave this? Let's jump in.
The time is spring 2007. Massachusetts Emerson College was saying goodbye to its fellow students as thousands of young adults packed their bags heading home with either a degree or a dissatisfying reality that college is a lot harder than it appears. The dorms were left mildly empty with numerous appliances and furnitures being left behind. This pile of pretty much junk was being explored by undergraduates Jory Karen and Jonathan Paula. On May 3rd, 2007, under the channel JPizzle1122, a video was posted known as Johnny's Leftover Emporium.
This calendar with pornography on it? People threw it out. This suit I'm wearing, it was trash a month ago.
In this video, John goes through his leftover emporium almost as if he is selling the emporium of goods. He goes into detail of the products in stock. He presents a Boston accent with pride, as he makes a lot of fun jokes with Jory holding the camera. This is technically classified as the pilot video for the channel, but basically this video was the pioneer that led to the idea of, is it a good idea to microwave this? Now, let's enter season 1. Consisting of 18 episodes and took place in their college dorm, the introduction was presented by the host, Jory Karen.
We've acquired 6 microwaves and we've decided to test them, see what they can really do. Are you ready?
They mentioned the use of a tinfoil shield that they probably put up in about 10 minutes or so, and a set of fans to help ventilate the room. They were expecting to see beautiful colors, which for a bit they did. Feeling delighted over the sight of the color, they weren't prepared for the light bulb to explode in the microwave.
Jeez. Whoa! Stop it!
They let the room air out for a bit, and I think this was when they realized the fun of putting things in the microwave. Jory this season acted very sarcastic.
Why the hell would you want to microwave it? I don't know. I don't ask questions.
This monotone personality becomes progressively abandoned by the end of season 1, and only sporadically used in season 2.
So, throughout this video, I'm going to implement small trivia as I'm patching up all the notes that I have developed throughout my entire binge.
For example, Experiment 7, you find that Jory uses the term,
No one likes fried junk.
this meant that Jory was slowly getting closer to one of the biggest catchphrases that was still yet to come. This episode also included college friend Zach Schiffman as the show's first sidekick.
No one likes roasted nuts. Okay.
Look, there it is, the big line, Experiment 9 was toothpaste. This experiment is considered one of Jory's personal favorites in the show for the unexpected result. This episode also includes a lot of special catchphrases like ventilation is key and
Let's get out of here.
both in which were used in the intro of the show for many seasons to come. Experiment 14 resulted in the smoke alarm at their dorm to go off, which was utter calamity for first-time viewership. Oh yeah, Experiment 16, they microwaved a copy of Senses Fail, Let It Enfold You, which was conveniently one of the emo bands I listened to a lot when I was in high school. But let's not talk about that, please. Going forward, the season ended with a lot of laughs and a very wholesome charm that these college pupils lathered in. The season finale was Experiment 18, Moist Towelette, posted on August 18th, 2007. The microwave that lasted this season was the only microwave that wasn't named. The season was then concluded with a clip show and an introduction to the next season almost immediately. In this season, they turned John's home into the Jory Karen Microwave Laboratory 2.0. Multiple camera angles in which Jonathan became the known go-to camera guy. John and Jory's good friend Urza Horn joined the cast as the first ever main sidekick for the show.
I think foreskin counts when you're talking about the length.
At this point, there is now a name given to every microwave going forward. The first ever microwave was named Diane,
Microwave. It's okay. She won't bite. Come on. Let's just go. Come on.
a sharp carousel microwave that would last over 26 experiments. Jory's character developed a lust for his microwaves, and this became an ongoing thing for many seasons to come. While Diane did last for the entire season, they ended up killing her in the finale of this season on December 17th, 2007. The group got together with the help of an adult, they microwaved a stick of dynamite, and naturally, it blew up. In the beginning of every episode, Jory would sit at a table and describe the item they will be microwaving. Seasons 1, 2, 3, Jory kept a monotone, ironic gentleman that gave body language presenting a chilled, layback life. He evolved to be more oriented towards finding practical ways that would give the reason to put that item in the microwave.
Out of reach of children. If swallowed, get medical help. That means it's poisonous. So let's microwave it.
Whether you find the humor funny or not, I can admit that these episodes are very addicting and oddly entertaining. The season stood to be enjoyable with many experiments reaching over 1 million views. Let's jump to Experiment 54. They reached a total over 2.1 million views. But you know what I found on that video? Annotation that says, please subscribe to this channel. Alright, so where was I? Experiment 62. At the end of season 2, they put dead microwave Diane inside of microwave Sandra. The corpse of Diane consisted of a metal frame and what Jory liked to describe as microwave organs.
And I know now you're gonna post microwave my head or something. We're not doing that. That's just so dumb.
The episode ended with Sandra's demise because she couldn't handle all that Diane. Well, her digital pad worked, but really nothing else did. So now let's jump forward a little bit. April 7th, 2008. A behind-the-scenes video of the microwave show was released. Meet Jonathan Paula, the Boston nerd video enthusiast that was the director and editor of the series. The behind-the-scenes special consisted of Jonathan at Universal Studios Hollywood as he answered the most common question asked by the fan. He revealed that all the recording was done in a course of 2 to 3 days.
Well, we don't film twice a week, that's for sure.
They also record in the patio area, having the microwave outside, which reveals that the tinfoil shield is actually the back door of his house. Now, this video reveals a great part of Jonathan, the passion part that I really appreciate about him. I learned quite a bit from his techniques that was given away during some of his editing streams.
Coming from an educated background, Jonathan Paula is a very, very professional individual. He likes to take his video work seriously. But this is an issue. This is a show that you shouldn't really take seriously. You're literally putting things in the microwave. While yes, the formality he adds to the show makes it really, really enjoyable and binge-worthy, however, he has a tendency to use so many annotations in these videos that it just becomes overwhelming and awkward to the viewers.
But let's talk about Experiment 79 to explain my suspicion. This episode immediately starts with Jory Karen listening to an iPod. Then there's an annotation that pops up, and it reads,
Just so we're clear, all 3 iPods donated to us were broken. Also, this video has generated hundreds of dollars in revenue for us, so please stop accusing me of wasting anything.
Well, that did come out of nowhere. It sounds a bit sensitive on something so small. Yes, we all know that there are people on the internet that get their kicks from watching other people's misery and annoyance, but this is straight up calling these people out. Well, this isn't the only time we see this, but we'll also go back to this in a sec.
You can't hide. Unfaded.
Now let's talk about season 4. Oh god, this season. Well, no season is really bad or unwatchable. This season had a lot of undertoning drama.
Fill us up again. Okay, so it's still currently on fire, kind of, and it's my job to kind of put it out of its misery.
Jory doesn't realize he's blocking our only view of what's going on, but...
First, let's continue to talk about John. It almost feels as I get further and further into the season, I contemplate his borderline obsession with the feedback of the audience. To some extent, this is good, but we are talking about almost every 5 seconds we're getting an annotation that isn't even about the show. Some polls and really outdated jokes are presented in these annotations. You can tell me that I could just turn these off and just go about my day, but then to me that would be ignoring a big part of John's editing style. Posting these annotations means that he wants others to see them, so therefore we must spoil ourselves to criticize his content properly. Secondly, let's talk about John and Jory's chemistry. I seem to be the only person that has noticed this, and I hope you can be aware of this as well. Jory goes quiet and tired a lot in this season. I could even go as far to say that he didn't really enjoy the time he was having. If my theory on John was true, then there could have been a bit of some disagreements between the two in the way these videos should be made. Jory just wants to lay back and have fun, while John wants to be professional and formal, which isn't that bad of a contrast. However, as far as chemistry goes, they lack. But let's look at Experiment 94. First of all, Jory looks tired.
Let's protect our nuts, because nobody likes roasted nuts.
The disadvantage of making an entire season in 3 days is that, well, the content can get boring to make after making about 10 in a row.
And we also have these masks.
I'm jazzing up the camera angles
They do
just
pretty
because
much
I'm kind of bored.
That sounds like fun.
Yeah, jazzy camera angles.
How can you be bored on, is it a good idea to microwave this?
Jory acted a bit bland, and therefore the video as a whole became bland. And the annotations, oh my fucking god, they just never end. Some are just unbearable. For example, let me talk about Experiment 98. They put the PlayStation 2 in the microwave for 4 minutes, and Jory is just like, man, that's about the same time as a potato. And then John has this annotation that says, I happen to like potatoes, especially the mashed variety. Well, good for fucking you, I guess. One thing about 2008 humor was about being random and saying PG-13 references combined with said randomness was considered to be funny, but now I feel like it's just unnecessary. Season 4 was probably my least favorite season. These issues I claimed before were found throughout this season, and it felt like John was just trying too much and Jory was only trying occasionally. Some experiments like 94, Jory showed little interest, but for more worthwhile experiments like 79, he had a lot of fun.
Oh! Wow. Okay, that's a good place to stop.
This is nowhere near unwatchable though. Season 4's microwave was named Lacey, and she had a good solid 25 experiment run until her death from experiment 102.
That's right, that's a good place to take a break. God, I'm so fucking hungry. Alright, let's see what I can eat for my lunch break. Huh, Zach's sandwich isn't in there. But like, he hasn't come out yet. Oh well, you know how Zach is. Turbo, turbo, turbo.
this. I'm going to smoke your ass like you did with a bag of Orville Redenbacher that you put inside of me on June 1st, 1989 at 3:54 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, Jesus, dude. What the fuck? Are you okay?
I don't know. I just. Do you know when you try to drink your body armor, and then you realize that everything you believe in is false, and then you get shocked by something and you just fall to the ground in a never-ending seizure?
It's okay. It was just a bad dream. It's like 8 or 9 in the morning. You can go back to bed for a little bit. I'm out here in my underwear playing Killing Floor. I'm sorry if that disturbs you. Just rest unbaited. It's all right. Don't even worry about it.
It's 8 or 9 in the morning?
Yeah.
All right. Let me maybe I should finish this review.
Yeah, man. Get your mind off of that weird microwave seizure thing.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
You have a big day ahead of you. You've just been having bad dreams. Hey, unbaited.
Huh?
Where the fuck is my sandwich? I've told you this millions of fucking times. When I section off food for myself because I made it 3 hours in advance, I mean, don't touch it, alright? I get it. You got a lot of hard work reviewing stressful things that might cause distress to you and your emotions and in turn make you eat. But there's no goddamn excuse to eat my sandwich. You know, you made your own sandwich, so you shouldn't go around eating other people's sandwiches. Fucking shameful.
Alright, dude. I'll go to the store. I'll get you a new sandwich stuff. I'll get you some turkey, some salami, some bologna, some ham, provolone, American cheese, Swiss cheese. I could buy just dill too if you want to put dill in there, maybe some pickles. I'll be back.
So now we have entered the dark ages of the microwave show. This is an age where passive aggressivism and signs of being overworked came prevalent to my findings. Season 4 lacked charm that the first 3 seasons grasped with care. None of these videos would be considered bad, but some could just be labeled as cringy and outdated. Season 5 brought about a big piece of the show that was missing, a sidekick. But whoa, easy now. Let's talk about Experiment 103 first. So Season 5 premiered with Experiment 103. Now John and Jory wanted to make this experiment a big deal. Putting a pumpkin in the microwave sounds pretty lackluster. From previous planned experiments, you find, well, nothing really happens. Experiment 22, 24, and 29 can be used as examples that fruit just gets really dark and dry and nothing else really happens. So they decided to put ping pong balls into the eye sockets as well as the inside of the pumpkin for optimum enjoyment. So with the pumpkin presenting in the palm of Jory's hands, there's a little knock on the door.
Likes roasted. What?
It's Riley Mcllwain. Riley has a fiery personality that adds nicely to the team. This experiment, however, resulted in failure, as John had a small meltdown after waiting 25 minutes for nothing.
John, give me your feedback on this.
My feedback is that I'm pissed off I'm wasting 30 minutes of tape on this f***ing thing.
This episode was a long one, but this leads to a lot nicer and more enjoyable seasons with episodes to come. Riley, while he is spasmodic, fun individual, he does have his faults. He interrupts Jory a lot, and I do believe this is a gag that's been ongoing, but it has become less and less funny as the seasons went on. Fortunately, though, they become very self-aware of this.
Because nobody likes
Interruption.
And that's what makes this season not that bad. As a matter of fact, as we get closer to season 6, we start to notice that, well, the show improves greatly. I see myself laughing all the time in season 6 comparatively to season 4 and 5. The show's flaws has become a little bit more tamed as we see a more happy Jory and a less annoying John, meaning that their self-awareness has benefited them.
Once again, throughout my entire binge, I took the liberty of writing down notes. And these notes have led to a lot of simple pros and cons that I enjoyed but also despised in this show. what I want to do for the rest of this video until I get to my big thesis, I want to go through the pros and the cons of what I did like and what I didn't like. So, as we go deeper and deeper into this microwaving abyss, I think I should list off what I don't like first.